In both the near and long term, our copper portfolio is well positioned for sustainable and profitable growth, with a globally diverse mix of attractive, large-scaled, long-life assets and projects. And we continue to target 1 million tonnes of annual production towards the end of the decade, as Bold set out in 2023. For 2025, we're already on track to achieve our highest ever levels of copper production, between 780 and 850,000 tonnes from our current portfolio. This record volume will be driven by the delivery of the underground ramp-up at OT, and I was very impressed by this world-class asset when I visited a few weeks ago. Of course, in addition, in 2024, in addition to the strong copper prices, we saw revenue strengthened by ongoing momentum in gold, and we expect this to continue next year with strong gold production at OT. I'm going to talk about Kennecott in more detail in a moment, but production this year has disappointed, and work is underway to address near-term geotechnical constraints. But at Escondida, solid production momentum so far this year is expected to continue into 2025. We're also pushing forward with our pipeline of growth projects, and we're not doing that alone. We have attractive partnerships across the value chain that bring added capabilities and expertise to help deliver value. So we have a great growth story, of which Mongolia is very much at the heart. We expect production from OT to grow by more than 50% next year. And beyond this, we're also on track to ramp up to our goal of 500,000 tonnes per year on average from 2028 to 2036. And this will make OT the world's fourth largest copper producer. To get there, we need to complete the underground infrastructure, which we expect to achieve by the end of next year. And we're currently 97% there as of last month. We're still completing the expansion of the concentrator and a second primary crusher. The new conveyor to surface is now operational, and I saw it moving when I visited, with first ore to surface achieved in October and load testing in November. The cave continues to perform above expectations, with Panel 0 now fully operational and the last of the 124 drawbells fired ahead of plan in November. Our focus will now shift to the development of Panels 1 and 2. These involve more than 400 drawbells in total, just to give you a sense of the work that still lies ahead. As Mark said, we continue to see OT as a great example of our best operator principles in action. When I visited Mongolia in October, I was really impressed by the high level of national participation. Our workforce is now 97% Mongolian, a crucial indicator of our focus on growing OT's social license. This is particularly important as we continue to focus with our government partners on resolving legacy shareholder issues. By working together, we're going to deliver the full long-term potential of this world-class asset. Turning to the US, our top priority is overcoming the current geotechnical constraints at Kennecott's open pit, where movement in the south wall has reduced access to ore in Slice 1. We've revised the mine plan with smaller benches, lower bench stack height and step-outs, and increased waste movement to unload the area around the fault. Production will be impacted in 2025 and 26. This will be in line with the annualized mine production run rate you've seen over the last 3 quarters, with some improvement expected in 2026. To adapt to this period of decreased production, work is underway to reduce cost and capital expenditure. Our focus is on overheads and contractor management costs and finding efficiencies in our truck and excavator fleet. We're also supplementing our smelter with third-party concentrate to maintain its throughput. Looking further ahead, production from Slice 2 will start in the second half of 2027 as we enter into the next cut of the south wall. We also expect production from the underground to ramp up to more than 30,000 tonnes by 2027. So if I take a step back and look at Kennecott, despite the current challenges, this remains an attractive, well-located ore body with significant long-term growth options at a time when, as I highlighted earlier, fully permitted brownfield operations will only become more valuable, and with only one of only 2 remaining operational copper smelters in the US. So to summarise, we remain absolutely focused on managing the immediate challenges ahead so that we can advance our longer-term growth options at Kennecott. So moving to our growth projects, we've just announced a significant step forward on Winu, our copper and gold project in Western Australia, where we will partner with Sumitomo Metal Mining. Rio Tinto will continue to develop and operate as the Winu managing partner, and Sumitomo will take a 30% share for a consideration of $399 million. This includes $204 million of deferred conditional payments and values the development at more than $1 billion. This is a unique opportunity to further de-risk our investment and work with an experienced partner. We're targeting finalising this joint venture in the first half of 2025 as we also move the project forward. Our aim is to deliver initial processing capacity of up to 10 million tonnes per annum. This is a low-risk, long-life copper-gold deposit that's not only highly prospective for expansion, but also located in a stable jurisdiction close to Simon's Pilbara iron ore operations. Beyond Winu, we're also looking to finalise a broader strategic partnership with Sumitomo across copper and other base metals and lithium. Of course, Winu is just one project in our growth pipeline, alongside one of the largest undeveloped copper deposits in the world, Resolution, where we continue to monitor legal proceedings closely, and also Nuevo Cobre in Chile that Sinead has also highlighted. Another thing to highlight is the progress that we're making on Newton, our proprietary bioleaching venture. We're approaching a real milestone, first copper from our industrial-scale demonstration at Johnson Camp Mine in Arizona. The demonstration site will be 40 times larger than any previous pilot, and we currently expect to achieve first copper in the second half of 2025. We now have a total of 10 Newton partnerships in 5 countries and a second potential industrial-scale deployment under review for next year. So I'm really excited by Newton's potential to add copper from a range of partnerships and sites that would otherwise be inaccessible to Rio. So to conclude, my first months with the company have left me impressed by the balance and the strength of our copper portfolio. I believe we have a robust mix of options to deliver profitable growth. Our conviction on copper is clear, as is our focus, maximising value from our existing assets, and a highlight this year is going to be the increased cash flow from OT, which will go from next year onwards, delivering profitable growth as we pursue our pipeline, and continuing to invest in high-quality partnerships that add value, as you see from our announcement today on Winu. Thank you.